Hey everybody, how you doing? Mark here, standing in my garage, ready to make episode, what is this, 18? Yeah, it's 18. And today what I want to do is I want to work on the front forks. I actually wanted to get to it in my last video, but the motor just took so much of my time, I just didn't get to it. So today I'm hoping to get the front forks off, the oil out, the actual fork seals, I want to take those off. I got new ones. All that stuff is going to get replaced. Even the little ring clips that are in there are going to get replaced. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly how this is going to go, but we're going to do it. Let's get to it. All right, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the calipers and get these off the forks. That one's loose. And that one's loose. Okay, so there's my first bolt. There's my second bolt. And the caliper should just come right off. Just like that. Now, I want to hang this, so I take the weight of the caliper off the hose. So just a nice strong zip tie, just like that. That's all I need to do. All right, that one's off. Let's get to the other side and take the other one off. That one's loose. And that one's loose. Oh, geez. There's a big, huge spider here. And, wow, you know what? That's a black widow. Don't see those around here very often. Wow. I was just noticing some messy spider webs connecting down here, but yeah, that was weird. Okay. Anyway, so I got my zip tie here. Slide this off. And just like that. Now what I can do too is I can take off these. These are the little brackets that hold the lines in place. I can take those completely off. Okay, so the screw that I'm going for is right here, or the bolt that I'm going for. It's an 8mm. The bolt that I'm taking off here also has a washer and a lock washer on it. So this is how the bolt is set up. You got the bolt head, a washer, a lock washer on that, and that's what's holding on those little brackets here. Okay, so now I'll work on this other one. And this is weird because this one doesn't have any type of washer on it at all. The other one had two, this one doesn't have any. All right, so there's that one out. Okay, the next thing I gotta do is release the axle nut. This is a 19mm, by the way. So there's my axle nut off. All right, the next thing I have to do is release the axle clamp. And this is a 12mm. Gosh, that kind of feels spongy. I don't like that. All right, I think I got it though. And there's, basically it's just a clamp. You don't need to take it all the way off. Now we need to actually pull out the axle, and there's a little hole up here. There's a little hole right here, and I believe you just stick a screwdriver in there and then you can start turning it. Okay, now the thing is I don't know if this axle's threaded and where I actually have to turn it off or if I just pull it out. Okay, time to get a mallet. Let's just give it a couple of whacks and see what happens. Oh, there we go. All right, so just a couple of whacks is all you need. You don't need to sit there and try to unscrew it. But the hole does make it easier to pull the shaft out. Ow! Okay, there's my spacer. There's the bruise on my knee when the axle hit it. Not too bad. They got a good amount of grease here, but this is all kind of cruddy over here, but not bad. All right, I'm actually going to stick this on here like that to indicate how it goes. There's stuff on the other side we got to take off too. In here is the Speedo housing. I think you can see that there, so we're just going to take that off. Should just pop right off. And look there, my front wheel is gone. Okay, the next thing I have to do is take off these caps at the top, and they should just, wait a minute. They should just unscrew, not just come off like that, but this one here is broken. And, all right, this one I actually have to unscrew. All right, so there's that. So I'm gonna have to replace at least one of these. That sucks. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a socket on here and push down and try to get the little clip here, but I'm just realizing that maybe this small screwdriver isn't small enough. I might need something a little thinner. So let's go with something a little thinner. This type of a clip that's in here does not have little place to grab. You know, it doesn't have a part that pokes out. Come on. Oh, there it is. Come on. All right, so there's that. I got it started anyway. Definitely hurts the hand pushing down on that thing. All right. Oh, come on. I thought I had it. There we go. All right. And there we go. Whew. Like I said, that hurts the hand just a wee little bit. But I got the top off and there's the little ring. See what I mean? The ring does not have any little bulge or anything on it like other clip rings do. So this was a little more of a pain in the butt to take out than others. All right, I'm gonna try to push down left-handed. Don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm gonna try. There we go. There we go. And then slowly release it. Oops, and then you drop your sprocket. All right, so there's the other one. Okay, so now I can do the two clamp bolts, and they are different sizes. This looks like a 12, that looks like a 14. So let's undo these. Again, don't have to do it all the way. Switch out my sprocket and do this one. Hold it so it doesn't slide out. And there we go. There we go. All right, so got it out. A little rusty in here, so I'm going to clean that up a little bit, just a little sandpaper, and clean up that rust. But let's get to doing this first. It's getting hot real quick. Okay, so first thing out is the spacer. And that means as the spring's way down there, I'm not going to be able to grab it, so I'm going to pour it into my oil bucket down here. All right, got my finger here just to catch the spring and that little washer as they come out. All right, so now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it sit for a little while and drain. I suppose, you know, if you wanted to, you could, whoa, you can give it a couple of pumps, I guess. Okay guys, so I'm having a problem getting this bottom screw out. This is actually facing down towards the ground with the forks. And that's in there so tight, I can't get it to move. And you also have to put something up the inner tube to hold all the stuff in there still as you undo that nut. But I'm starting to think that maybe if I put it all back together and have the tension of the spring and everything holding all the innards in place, that maybe I can get that screw to turn loose. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm actually going to drain it here on the bike. This is a little drain screw. And all the oil should come pouring out. Yep. I'm getting some sort of coloration on here. I don't know what those little strips of color are. And it could just be corrosion from internal parts, I don't know. All right, so I'm going to let that go, and then I'm going to try something. Oh, damn it, guys, I thought I had my camera recording, I didn't. This actually worked. Let me see if I can get this on here now. So I've got the axle running through here. So I got the axle going through its normal spot. I got my 6 mil on the thing and I just twisted it and it popped free. And now I'm just unscrewing it. And there's a little extra oil. Oh, wow. Look how gunky that is. Wow, I'm glad I'm doing this. Okay, so again, I've got my 6 mil on here. I've got my axle going through here. And I'm just going to push them down and separate them. I have nothing down here going into the inner at all. So let's see if well, it is turning, but I think the whole thing inside is turning. So how do I want to proceed? Okay, so since I'm having such a hard time with this one, I've devised this right here. I've got about 3 4-inch socket extensions. I got another, I think this is like a 10-inch extension here. A small little rubbery handled screwdriver. It's got to be small. You can't get anything too big. You got to go with a smaller sized handle, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that in there. I'll place it on the ground, put some pressure on it. Okay, so I've got the axle sticking through. I'm going to put that kind of just up against my leg just to hold everything steady. And then oh wow, that actually wasn't too bad. A little downward pressure while you're rotating. Now it seems like it's coming off easily. Excellent, excellent. I did it! There we go. Oh, you know what? A little goop on the end of that bolt too. So, go ahead and take out the long extension we made. Wipe down the oil that's on your handle. All right, keep this because we're going to use it when we reinstall everything. All right, now we're going to take a small screwdriver and just kind of try to pry underneath the dust cap. Try. Good golly, there we go, got it. Look at this thing just breaking apart, jeez. There we go, there's that nasty dust cap off. All right, now inside of here, hopefully you guys can see it. But you see right here, there's a little ring. There's a little ring that goes all the way around, and we're gonna have to remove that. Okay, right there is the start of the ring. I'm gonna grab the little prong, the little piece that sticks out right next to it, get under that, and just start prying it up. There we go. Get over to the other side now. Boom. All right, there's the retention ring. Done. I got a new one. I can just throw this one away. Okay, now the fun part. You test your muscle strength. Whoops. Okay. Wasn't that hard to pull out either. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than that. This is what came flying out. This actually goes at the bottom down here, along with this little retaining cap and this little spring. The spring goes on with the small side up against the retainer, and the large end up here actually goes right into here. I think that's the way it goes. Or it could go the other way. I may have to look at a diagram now because I don't know. But I know it's kind of something like that. All right. You got 3 pieces that are going to come off. That is your actual oil seal. I got a new one of those. You have this washer, which we will reuse. And this, I don't know, a retention ring or something like that. I don't know. So that's on the outside of the inner tube. And now we're going to dump out the mechanism from inside here. So there we go. This is what actually controls all the oil in your shocks. So spring on there. I don't see any difference on the spring, so it can go either way. But you can see down in through there, make sure it's all clean. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna take a break for a little while, guys. Like I said, it is another scorcher today. We're already up and around 90, and it's supposed to get a few degrees hotter yet. And I want to go inside, get some lunch, and yeah, just kind of get cooled off, get some liquids in me. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so while I was having my lunch, I did a little research on these 3 pieces. And I was right with this spring. You see how this, basically this one wrap is a little bit smaller. Okay, that goes down on top of the little thing there. And then this doesn't go up into this little collar. It actually goes down through the big end. So just a small amount of the spring will be showing just like that. And then this, I believe, see how it's got a shiny end and another end? This actually sits down into there like that and pushes all that upwards. So yeah, that's how it's going to go into the fork when we start reassembling. All right guys, so there's my snap ring. There's the part number right there. So if you want to order this exact piece, there it is. Okay, so there's the part number for the actual oil seal. There is the part number for the dust cover. Okay, one of the things I think I'm going to try to do before I get all this stuff all put back together again. Sorry, I'm starting to get hot again. But I'm going to take my Brasso, whatever you want to call it, and try to polish up some of these things. I've already worked on this inner tube part, and I think that came out pretty good. There's still a few rusty spots here and there, but it's not nearly as bad as it was when I took it off. So I'm going to take this and see what it will do for the outer tube. All right, I don't know how long we're going to do this. I might actually just take it inside and watch TV and polish this up. I might just do it that way, because I have no idea how long it's going to take. Okay guys, so I took some time, cleaned up. Yeah, that's pretty impressive on how well that cleaned up. Worked on the inner tube and took all the rust and everything off. That looks really good now too. So let's get this together. I'll probably finish off this one, take the other one off, and then over the course of the night I'll clean it up and stuff just like I did on this one, and then I'll put it back on tomorrow. I'm just running out of daytime. I'll put this in like that first. Then I'm going to slide it in through the bottom there. And then this with the spring goes inside like that. And then this whole thing gets slid in just like that. And I'm going to see if I can get, oh look at that, I got it to grab right away. Now I will have to use my little tool there to tighten it, because I'm not going to be able to tighten it, but at least I was able to get the nut started. Taking my little screwdriver extension tool here, it goes in like that. And I also just found my copper washer. I actually got to take out. Got to take this back out. I was wondering about this washer. I heard people talk about it, but I didn't see it. It must have fell out onto the ground without me knowing it. So I'll take my copper washer, put that in there, and then I'll put the screw in. I'm pushing down and trying to turn it at the same time. Okay. Okay, with everything inside now, we're gonna put in the new seal, and I believe they say the writing side, so there's little letters and numbers on here, that goes up. And the one where the little recessed, see, so you can tell the difference in the, this is the side that goes up. That's the side that goes down. So I'm gonna put that on there. Slide that down. And then I've seen a lot of people take the old one, put that on. Then you take a 1.5 inch PVC pipe, just like that, and we're just gonna pound on it, okay? Okay, then we take a little screwdriver and we should be able to pry this old one back up. Just like that. Then the retaining ring goes in. Okay, so here we go. So as you can see, the retaining ring is in there. Hope you guys can see that. Hopefully it's focused right. And then the desk cap can get put on. And you can just move that into place with your thumb. You don't have to beat it down on it or anything like that. So just like that, that's it. Now we need to get the spring in. So let's see. So the spring, I just noticed, it looks more like a progression spring or progressive spring. It's a little more tightly coiled up on this end than it is on this end. And it also looks like it tapers just a little bit down on this end too. This is the end that will go in first. So put that in. Put the washer in. Make sure that sits flat. Hopefully you guys can see that in there. The spacer will go in. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put it back in the bike, get it clamped in real quick because it'll make it putting this in a lot easier. Okay, so we're going to just slide this up. Yes, I know, but we haven't gotten any oil in it yet. We're going to do that in a bit. And I'm going to set it to where the down tube, you know, this inner tube right here, is flush with the top. It's hard to hold it because my hands are so full of oil and stuff. And then I'm just tightening up the clamp. There. So it's just like that. Now it's held. Now we can pour the oil in and then put the cap on. Okay, so I need to measure out a 310 to 320 milliliters. So here's 350. This big line here is 300. So I need to get just above that 300 line. We are using a 10 weight fork oil. I would say that's probably closer to the 320 range, but that's acceptable. Okay, I will have you know right now, I am not good enough to just pour this in, so that's why we have funnels. Okay, I hope that I can do this so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna put that in, kind of line it up a little bit. Start pushing it down. I've already got the C-clip in place. Okay, is that in? let me get something real quick. I'm gonna take this little screwdriver, just make sure that it's pushed all the way into that little groove. Okay, I think it is. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. So now all I gotta do is get the cap put back on. Luckily, that cap isn't broken. So this is how the fork basically looked when I started. Lots of discoloration, some oxidization, lots of rust around this top area. Even the fork had areas of little rust spots. This is what my fork looks like now. Look at the difference between the two. Got it all nicely sanded down, polished. Even the down tube, yeah, there's a couple of spots here and there that have little tiny rust spots in it, but very minor. Okay, time to work on this other one. Get the 12 on there. Hold it so it doesn't come sliding out. There it goes. All right, let's get it over on the bench. Okay, so this one's off. Of course, I already had it drained. Remember, I pulled the drain plug and we drained the oil through the drain hole. So all I gotta do is take out the spacer, the washer, take out the spring. Now we're gonna undo this bolt here, which should already be loose. So I just gotta, hopefully it'll just come out. There we go. So bolt is out. There's the internal thing. Okay, I'm gonna take off my dust cap. It's basically turning to dust. Try a bigger screwdriver, something that's got a little more torque. There we go, finally. Whew. Holy crap. All right, so there's my dust cover. Okay, so I'm gonna get in there, pry that up, gonna walk it around, get on this side, pry it up. There we go, retention ring off. Oh, I'm getting tired, guys. It is so damn hot today. I just popped it loose. So here's the lower, here's the inner. Got the oil seal off. Got the big washer and the retention ring all off. I am going to take this and this inside. I'm going to play with it for the rest of the night. Just sand it, polish it, get all the rust off of it, and make it look as good as I can get it. That's my goal for tonight. So I will see you guys later, and we'll finish this project tomorrow morning. Okay guys, so it's the next morning. I worked on this last night, got it all cleaned up pretty well, I think. Got all the rust color off of the upper part here. You know, just kind of cleaned it up, took off the tarnish and stuff like that that was building up on it, that oxidation. So yeah, I like it. It's turned out really good. Looks like the other one now. All right, let's get this put together and get it on the bike and get it full get it full of oil, and get the new gaskets on, the new oil seals and everything. This little part here with the spring and that little thing that's in there. I wanted to show this, and I didn't do it on the last one. If you look in there, you can see like a little ledge, and that's what that sits on. So it's just like that. Now when you put it into the inner tube, the tapered end goes in to where the spring is sticking out, okay? Just want to let you guys know that. Then we'll take the, I don't know what they call this thing. Get that all the way down there, so that's good. We'll take our retention piece, get that put on. Put our big washer on. And then all this gets slid into the outer tube. Just like that, and hopefully, this time I got the copper washer already on the nuts or on the bolt, so I don't have to worry about it. Hopefully I can get this to start threading on. Yep, I did. Good. Very good, very good. Take my 6mm key and try to get at least hand tight right now. All right, so now it's time for the oil gasket. Now remember, that is the top, the one with the big opening on the inside here, that's your bottom. So put that in there. Push it down with my fingers as best I can, which doesn't go far. Then I'll take an old one, bring that down, get my PVC pipe, and just start smacking it. There we go. Take the ring, the little clip here, put that in. Take a little screwdriver, just push it down into that groove. Just like that, just snaps right in place. Then my dust cover goes on, and that should just be pushed down with your thumb. Yep, just like that. Seated all the way around. All right, then we're gonna put in our spring. Put in our washer. Make sure that it's laying flat in there. Hopefully you can see it. Put in our spacer. Now we can get it on the bike. Okay, so I didn't show this on my last, on this one, but I took my Dremel and I just went around. I got a little wire brush on it. I just went around the tube, or the little clamp here. Just try to clean up a lot of the rust that's sitting in there. Once I got it all done, I take a little paper towel with a little wax and grease remover on there, just to make sure that there's nothing in there. Just kind of clean out the hole. Gonna feed this up in through there, into there. 14 millimeter. Okay, again, try to line it up as best I can with what I got on that side as well. I'm not going to super hard with these, but I wanted enough just to hold it for now. Okay, get my funnel put in. Got my 310, 320 milliliters measured out. Oh, crap. Oh, damn it, guys. I forgot to tighten up that stupid Allen bolt. Now I gotta let it all drain out and remeasure my fork oil. Damn it. All right, so I got my spring and my washer down there. So the inner tube only has that, that inner part. I really don't know what they call that. I'm gonna stick this down in there. I'm gonna set it on that paper toweling, so hopefully anything that comes out will be absorbed into the paper towel. Okay, get it hand tight. And stick my, all right. Now what I'm gonna do, stick my axle in there. I'm going to try to push down on it with as much weight as I can so it holds it in place. Okay, I think I got it. Just let that tool fall to the floor. All right, now I can put the spring back in. Put the washer back in. Put my spacer back in. Now I need to go clean my hands because they're full of oil now. All right, let's try this again. All right, so now, okay, so luckily I had enough fork oil to do another measurement and I didn't have to run to the store. It's a good sign when you don't see it coming out the bottom. Okay, let's see if we can get this compression seal cap on. Got my ring clip there. Okay, gotta kind of try to brace it with my body as I'm pushing down. Okay, there we go. Nice and easy. Oh, okay guys, I think that's gonna be it. It's another scorcher today. It's near 90, but it's also like 90% humidity. I'm sweating doing just that little bit of work, so I'm done for the day. I got the project done of changing the fork oil and getting the new seals put on, so that's a win. And I mean, they look a lot better because I took all that time to clean them up and stuff. So yeah, should look really nice when the bike is complete. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. I can't do this without you guys. I really appreciate it. You guys give me the drive and motivation to get out here and work on it. And I tell you, when I go a couple of months like I just did not too long ago, I feel bad about myself because I'm not out here giving you guys what you're paying for. But I mean, life gets in the way sometimes. All right, well, I got some stuff to pick up yet from doing this and get my garage in a little bit of decent order. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys on the road. By the way, I'm going to take those forks right back out because I got other stuff I want to do. So they're not going to stay on the bike. Bye, guys.